So Luffy pulled up on Big Mama was about to break Mother Caramel's portrait, but Katakuri pulled up, submerged Luffy in the BBC and started bullying him. Jinbei helped Luffy get out of there, but once Luffy got out the BBC, he said never again. So fast forward to the end of the damn arc, and Luffy and Katakuri are now in the mirror dimension, and then Luffy breaks the exit way to get out of there, so it's just him and Katakuri throwing the ones. Katakuri starts yapping and Luffy telling bro, hey, you're a little bro to me, and don't you ever forget it. And Luffy's like, yeah, shut up, catch this combo, and hits nothing but air balls off on Katakuri. And after Luffy got finished with this combo, Katakuri hit Luffy with the most dull right straight sending bro right down to the ground though. Luffy got up in gear second though and tried to start hitting Katakuri with his jet attacks, but Katakuri is just dodging and blocking effortlessly. And then he pulls up in front of Luffy's whole entire face and he says, if I wanted to dodge, I can dodge forever. Basically telling Luffy there's no way out of this one. And Luffy just continues to hit nothing but air balls off on Cat. That future sight bro got is something fierce. Luffy tries to hit Katakuri with a surprise axe, but bro just casually dodged out the way. But from the smoke, Luffy tried to hit a jet Gatling and it actually looks like he's hitting Katakuri now. Luffy still hitting this jet Gatling on Katakuri starts realizing something. Just because bro isn't moving doesn't mean I'm hitting him, and he starts taking a gander at what's going on. And Katakuri this whole time was matching Luffy's jet Gatling with his own punches. And Katakuri hits Luffy with his very own Gatling barrage of punches, sending bro right into this wall. I'm talking about he is giving Luffy CTE, making bro lose brain cells he already don't got no business losing. But Katakuri finished violating Luffy, let him fall down just to hit him with an uppercut, sending him right back into the roof. Luffy gets up, tries to catch his breath, and Katakuri still yapping off about how he's little bro to him. But Luffy's like, don't you ever disrespect me like that ever again. He goes gear second and tries to hit Katakuri with this nasty ass hook, but he dodged out the way. And Luffy and Cat start Dragon Ball Z clashing, disappearing and popping back up, punching each other all throughout the mirror dimension. But Cat ends this off with putting this size 47 right on the side of Luffy's face. Then he hits bro with this spinning kick, sending him flying back into another wall. Katakuri tells Luffy, hey little bro, just go ahead call it quits bro. Throw in the towel, you lost. Luffy's like, I don't got that on my bingo cards tonight, bucko. He jumps up in the air and was finna boom Katakuri in the face with an elephant gun. But then Katakuri just casually makes a bigger fist. Bro is quite literally putting his dick and balls on the table, and Luffy's forehead is the table. Katakuri won the clash obviously and boomed Luffy with his mock elephant gun, pushing bro back into a wall. Had my man's Luffy coughing out rocks. Oh nah. And Luffy's dumb ass is like, if one big fist didn't work, then maybe two. He pulls up on Cat and tries to hit him with a grizzly magnum, and again, Luffy got proven that Katakuri is literally the anything you can do, I can do better. And Katakuri casually makes two big fists, stops Luffy's fist, rips him up, and then slams his ass into a wall. But Luffy got up and composed himself, tried to hit Katakuri with a giant axe, but he dodged out the way. And he looked up and it was an even bigger boot, stomping little bro right down into the ground. Katakuri then started yapping away to his family members. Then his sister tells Cat to turn around because Luffy got back up. And then Katakuri says, I already proved that your strength and your speed was not enough to compete against me. What are you gonna do now? And Cat didn't even need to see Luffy respond because he used future sight and he was like, damn, I'm gonna have to do you in again, little bro. And I don't know why Luffy's dumbass is sticking to the original plan he had against Cat, which I don't even think he had one of those to begin with, but he's still doing the same stuff that's gotten his ass beaten this whole time. Luffy tried to hit Cat with an elephant Gatling, but Cat is just dodging out of the way, and then with one punch, he sends Luffy flying back. As Katakuri sent Luffy flying back, he started raising himself up into the air and just started raining down big dumb stupid ass fists on Luffy. Each fiber, each knuckle of this mochi BBC fist is just dooming and booming Luffy in the brain, giving bro CTE times infinity, and Luffy just gets laid on his ass. Katakuri's sister finds a mirror to Luffy's ship, and then Katakuri's like, hey, how about y'all shoot some fire arrows in that hole? But Luffy stops them from doing it. He gets up and he's trying to get the mirror, but Katakuri is not letting bro get close to them. The Straw Hats break the mirror so the fire arrows can't burn down the Sunny, and Luffy got a little mirror shard so he can still communicate with the homies, and he starts dipping. And while he's on his tactical retreat, he's figuring out a plan with the homies to come back. But Katakuri ensnares Luffy and Mochi He pulls up and bro just blasts Luffy in the gut with this nasty ass kick, bro. But pause, why is Katakuri wearing the same boots that one guy from the SpongeBob movie was wearing? But now that I'm really looking at it, bro, Katakuri stole bro's whole entire fit. And then Katakuri just starts raining down boots and toes on Luffy. I'm talking about Katakuri is stomping Luffy out with 16 legs by himself. Like, look at this frame, bro. Luffy is taking the most devious back shots right now. Like, it's still going. Luffy is getting violated right now. Luffy still had little scraps of mirror in his hand, and he's trying to talk to his homies while still taking back shots. And the Straw Hats are over here to Luffy talking about, bro, are you good? Sounds like cheeks are getting clapped right behind you. But little do they know, it's Luffy's cheeks getting clapped by goddamn toes. And Katakuri finishes off violating Luffy by stomping on his ass with his big ass foot. But Luffy gets back up on all fours. He tells his homies that he's gonna make it out of there. All the Straw Hats started cheering, and this is how I know Jinbei's black, because Jinbei turned his head and he didn't even need to say anything for me to know what he was thinking. Jinbei was like, yeah, that nigga was getting his pussy taken. And then Katakuri forms a weapon. He uses his future sight to peep what Luffy was finna say. And all I got to say is fighting somebody with future sight gotta be one of the most annoying things ever. Just imagine somebody finishing your sentence before you even thought to say that. And then Katakuri's sister starts gassing him up, talking about some damn, ever since bro was born, he's never been on his back a day in his life. And Luffy is a firm believer in equal rights, equal less, because he got tired of Katakuri's sister gassing him up and he was finna duck her right in that big ass penis nose she got. But Katakuri said family is family, I can't let that one slide, and he caught Luffy's punch before it could even touch her. But while Katakuri has Luffy gripped up with one hand, with the other hand he was finna boom him with his trident, but Luffy's elastic ass uses his feet to pull the trident away from Katakuri so he don't boom him. Luffy then frees himself from his grip, and then Katakuri uses future sight, and then he peeps that Luffy was finna go gear 4th. But Katakuri saw Luffy trying to blow up his arm like that one episode of SpongeBob, and then he just started beating his ass with the mochi, not letting it happen. And I know in Katakuri's head, he was like, ain't no way you thought I was finna let you transform in front of me. Come on now, big dog. And then he starts squeezing Luffy to death in this mochi butthole. But while Luffy's trying to get out the mochi asshole, Katakuri backs up. He's like, you know, Straw Hat, I have not been underestimating you this whole time, so now I'm going to make sure for a fact that you cannot escape or live from this. And he starts turning the pillars from the mirror dimension into big ass blobs of mochi, and then he starts dropping them on Luffy, trying to choke him to death with mochi. Katakuri then ordered DoorDash, made a house, and then started eating food on his op's grave. Like, imagine someone just knocked you out, they drag your lifeless body to their porch, and then they start eating food in front of you. But Luffy starts tunneling out the mochi by eating that hoe. But now Luffy's shaped like Peter Griffin times 10, and Luffy does a quick little jog to get rid of the waste so he can come back and run round 2 with Katakuri. But Luffy pulls up on Cat's house and he hits it with an elephant gun, and it reveals that all the gassing that Katakuri's siblings and everybody else around Katakuri has been doing for him was in fact not true, because in one frame we saw Katakuri do everything his siblings told us he wasn't doing. Bro just laying down on his back eating donuts like a fat ass. But I can't even lie, if I had those donuts, I'd be messing them up like that too. And boy oh boy, did Luffy see Katakuri doing all that not piss bro off, because he just is now emanating this pressure. And then Cat just booms his DoorDash delivery drivers for even seeing him eat. And if I'm these 3 individuals, I'm cursing Luffy for the rest of my life. Because I was chilling, I wasn't even bothering nobody. Why'd you have to come in and break their house and make me see that? I didn't even want to see that, bro. And then Cat and Luffy clash, but now Katakuri's using armament hockey. And when they clash, Luffy takes all the damage. Bro's hands get swollen, and then Katakuri kicks bro right in the stomach. But Cat was not done with this combo, because he just starts boxing Luffy up. I'm talking about Minka all in the mirror world. Quite literally started juggling my man like a Tekken loop. Cat tried to go for this overhead kick, but Luffy blocked. But that block didn't even help anybody, because the kick broke through the block, and then Cat hit Luffy with this nasty ass kick. Still continuing on with the combo from earlier, and then Cat just kicks Luffy like a soccer ball. Got my man's Luffy laid out in a Yamcha death position. And if I'm Luffy, I don't know if I have the strength to get back up again, because I have landed absolutely 0 blows on Katakuri, done no damage to him whatsoever. Like, the only thing that's happened this whole fight was damage to me. Katakuri then pulls up on Luffy with the Roblox arms, talking about some damn anybody that has seen my true self cannot be left alive. He was finna boom Luffy, but then future sight awakens, and Luffy must have heard me talking mess about him not landing a single hit this fight, because he dodged the blow from Katakuri and hit him right in the chin with this kick. He kicked Cat so hard the scarf dropped down, showing his snaggletooth. And Katakuri got mad pressed. Bro said some damn, so what if I got kicked, and threw another kick at Luffy. But Future Sight is indeed one with Luffy, because he starts dodging all of Katakuri's attacks effortlessly. And then Cat starts turning a bunch of pillars in the mirror world into Mochi as Luffy starts blowing that arm up, getting ready to go gear fourth. And Luffy starts dodging all of Cat's Mochi. He pulls up on him. They clash punches, but Katakuri gets sent flying back this time. After Cat got sent flying back, Luffy was on that ass. He pulled up and jawed Katakuri with his nasty ass right. Luffy got in the gear fourth. He says, oh yeah, all that damage you did to me last round? Luffy's like, I'm doubling it and giving it back to you. Because he pulls back up on Katakuri, hits him with a Leo bazooka. Got that man Katakuri spitting up blood. And then Luffy says, Jack Culverin. And then his fist just starts going willy-nilly all over the place as Luffy says, your Mochi ain't even strong for it. It's your observation. And Katakuri dodged the fist, about to punch him in the face. But that was just a setup, because Luffy hit him with the nastiest fake out just to hit Katakuri right in the sternum. And I don't even know how Luffy dumbass know half of these words. Because as soon as Katakuri regains his composure, Luffy's back on that ass and he hits him with a Rhino Schneider. My ass don't even know what a Schneider is. How Luffy know what that is? But as Katakuri gets knocked back for the 17th time in the span of 2 minutes, he starts getting flashbacks to his siblings gassing him up, and then Katakuri locks in. Luffy tried to hit Cat with a Kong organ, but Katakuri isn't even moving. The punches are just going through him, doing nothing. Future Sight working triple overtime for Katakuri right now, because one of Luffy's punches goes through Katakuri's stomach, and then he ensnares Luffy inside of his own body as he makes mochi donuts, and he got his Roblox arm sticking out of him. Katakuri just made a stand in front of my face. Bro is in the wrong anime right now. We needed your ass in part 3 when the Stardust Crusaders was fighting Dio. As Cat just rocks the ever-living mess out of Luffy with this nasty ass punch. And then bro says, yeah, all that you hitting me mess, yeah, we're not doing it anymore. We're going back to how this fight started when I was just beating your ass relentlessly. But after Cat activated his stand, he started going crazy. Luffy keeps on trying to hit Cat, but his punches are just passing through his body. And then Cat binds his ass up in Mochi, slams his ass down to the ground, and then starts making it rain Mochi on top of Luffy. But after that happened, Luffy de-transformed out of gear 4th, and then he started hitting the jets. But while he was hitting the jets, he saw Katakuri's sister Broly, and he took her as hostage, left the mirror world, and started chilling, regaining all of his haki back. And now we're back to how this fight started. Luffy just getting dogged on while he's getting no attacks in on Cat. I'm talking about Cat is prime time boxing Luffy up right now. But while Luffy's getting his ass beat, he's getting flashbacks to Rayleigh talking about some damn, hey bro, haki grows stronger whenever you're in the heat of battle. Luffy then gets up, closes his eyes, locks in, trying to use his Future Sight, but Katakuri said, enough of that BS, and starts clapping Luffy. He clapped Luffy with the white hands, but that wasn't working, so he had to hit Luffy with the BBC, the big black clap. And then after Cat finished giving Luffy devious backshots with the BBC, he said, do that little dance I like, and started shooting at him. And Cat's aimbot ass is not missing a single shot. Luffy over here trying to focus and calm down so he can use Future Sight, but Katakuri makes a Gatling gun hand? And I don't even know why I'm surprised, bro. People turning their body parts into guns isn't a new thing in One Piece. But also, it's not even like Katakuri's an android or nothing. Bro's a regular dude with mochi, and he starts letting the yapper spray on Luffy, messing up his concentration. But after Luffy got done blocking all the bullets from his Gatling gun, Katakuri teleported behind Luffy, kicked him right in the chin with his I'm dirty Dan ass boots. But while squabbling Katakuri, Luffy started to grasp how Future Sight works, and Katakuri was finna hit him, but he dodged it, and it caught Cat way off guard. Luffy gets knocked down on his ass by this nasty ass combo. I'm talking about 9 Roblox punches to Luffy's body, and then while he's still getting punched, Katakuri pulls up and kicks him in the sternum. But Luffy was trying to get up, but Katakuri said, I'm not letting you get the chance. And just started beating bro in the head every time he tried to stand. But Luffy locks in once again, trying to get used to Future Sight as he's dodging some of Katakuri's punches or getting tagged with more. But as this fight keeps on going and going, Luffy is using Future Sight better and better. And then Cat clocks that Luffy is starting to learn how to use Future Sight. And he's like, oh no, I definitely can't let bro do that. And in order for Cat to stop having Luffy learn Future Sight, he's like, I'm going to use every single move I've got in my backpack on you, all at one time. And he is cooking Luffy using every utensil he got in the book. And every time Luffy uses Future Sight, Katakuri got an answer for it. And then one of Cat's little sisters sneaks Luffy. I'm talking about shorty poison darted Luffy right in the knee while he was fighting Cat. Dropped bro down to both of his knees. And it's so bad that Luffy can barely stand. He tried to dodge Cat's trident thrust, but he got nicked right in the side. And Katakuri ass starts getting horny for the kill. He sends blood. He said, oh yeah, it's free eats. As he's just relentlessly trying to skewer Luffy with his trident. And as Luffy's dodging the trident attacks, he hits bro with the Roblox arm, sending him down to the ground, and he spawns 6 more. And they start violating Luffy. And then Cat's like, ain't no way I beat your ass with that. Come on bro, get up. We still fighting. We still squabbling. But Luffy starts getting up, and I don't know why he's doing this, but he's hitting the nastiest stanky leg of all time, bro. Look at this. And then Flambe ass got a little too excited with the sneak attack, and she shot another numbing needle at Luffy, but he used Future Sight and dodged it. But Luffy fell down to the ground after he dodged that, and then Flambe ass started laughing. But then Katakuri turned around and hit shorty with the Kai Cenat. Cat pulls up on Flambe, calls her ass a dumbass, stabs himself in the sternum with his trident to even up the fight, and then him and Luffy square off for round 3. So Luffy and Cat pull up on one another. They're both about to throw punches, but Cat's 10'7" ass self with his 6' wingspan punch hits Luffy first. And Luffy was finna go night-night after that, but he stood up. And then he landed his very own punch right on Cat's cheek. And then these boys start to box. And I'm talking about Mika all in the mirror world. And Cat is still doing Luffy in. I'm talking about he's punching through his guard and having Luffy be on defense the whole fight. But Luffy is getting the hang of Future Sight more and more as he starts thinking back to his training with Rayleigh. But Cat said, nah, I can't have you doing that, big dog. And he hit his ass with burning mochi right to the chest.
Damn, you hit that nigga so hard to replay 3 different times.
But now Luffy and Cat are able to go blow for blow. Luffy's able to tag Cat, but Cat responds back with his own nasty ass CTE thumpers. But Luffy and Cat clash one more time, but Katakuri knocks Luffy right on his ass. And Cat not even fight for Big Mom no more. He don't give a damn about her fat ass for real. He just wants the satisfaction of beating Luffy. But my goat Luffy stands up one more time. But both these boys huffing and puffing like they got asthma, and they both just got done running a 100-meter sprint. And then big goat Luffy goes into gear 4 Snake Man. And ooh boy, this the best Luffy transformation bar none, by the way. And then Luffy throws an attack at Katakuri. And Katakuri just nonchalantly dodged out of the way. And he's like, bro, put on this new form to throw that weak ass punch. And then he turned to the right a little bit and got absolutely rocked. And Cat's over here trying to figure out how Luffy's punches work. But every time he dodges it, it don't even matter. Because Luffy's culverin accelerates the farther it goes. And Luffy hit Cat with this punch and it sent my bro flying back 30 feet. But Luffy was on that ass. He pulled up, launching the attack, and Katakuri started dodging. Bro turned into a donut and quite literally started rolling out. Luffy's fist starts burrowing in the ground, trying to catch up to Katakuri hitting the jets. But Katakuri makes this U-turn, pulls back up on Luffy, uses all that momentum he had from spinning, turns his fist into a mace, and just rocks Luffy. But not only did this mace hit Luffy, it stuck him to it, and Katakuri just starts spinning bro around. After giving Luffy diverticulitis, he whipped bro up into the air, started reinforcing his muscles in his right arm, and he slammed bro right down to the ground. And look at this nasty ass crater Cat made. The big goat Luffy gets back up, and Snake Man and Katakuri start going crazy. I'm talking about Mika all in the mirror world. These two not even thinking no more. It's just punch, dodge in their head right now. As these two Unga Bunga ass niggas trade blows one more time. Then once again they trade blows again, but this time to the body. But Katakuri gets the last laugh by punching Luffy in the face, sending bro back and dodging his punch. But then they pull up on each other again. Katakuri with burning mochi and Luffy with his python, and they both connect, smack square in the face with each other. Luffy tried to hit Cat with his sneak attack, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how bro got over there. But Cat kicked Luffy's cheating ass punch out of the way. Cat uses Future Sense one more time. He's like, damn, that's crazy. And no amount of Future Sense can have Cat dodge all of these punches, because now bro is getting tagged left and right by Luffy's punches. But Cat gets through, and with a spike on his knee, bro, he knees the mess out of Luffy. I would have gave up right there, bro. I'm not fighting you, bro. You just need me with your big ass goddamn spike. But both these boys is gassed. But Luffy gets up, and Katakuri's 48-year-old ass is like, I can't be playing with your young ass no more, bro. These gonna be the last attacks, bro. No more after this, big dog. So Katakuri goes into his donut form. He starts rolling, getting ready to hit Luffy with his mace. Luffy then starts charging up his final attack, bro, that King Cobra. They both hit each other at the same time, bro. Katakuri hits Luffy right on the top of their head, and Luffy hits Cat right in the sternum. And just like that, Luffy won. But before Luffy left, Katakuri asked Luffy, hey, you gonna come back and beat my mom's ass? And Luffy's like, you already know I was gonna do that anyways, bro. Don't even worry about it. I got you, big dog. And he leaves the mirror world. But moral of the story is, don't let niggas gas you up if it's infactual. Cause your ass gonna get proven wrong one day and it's gonna do numbers to your mental. But other than that, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. If you liked, like, comment, subscribe, do the good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.